All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the black man, because we were just talking about the eyes of Wakanda, Blade is finally coming to Marvel Rivals, as well as we got a dev update. But before we get into all that, friendly reminder, I am giving away a free copy of Let God Sort 'Em Out on vinyl. If you want to enter, ! giveaway in the chat. Type it. It works in the YouTube and the Twitch chat. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. After you hit the link, you'll enter the giveaway. It ends in 2 days. I'll probably have another giveaway soon, even better one. But when I come back, that's true. Your playlists from YouTube are automatically transferred to YouTube Music. You should use that app. Oh, it is true? Oh, yeah. When I find the time to sit down, it might be time to save some money. I need more money to invest in these stocks anyway. We cutting off a bill, baby. But yeah, let's see what the black man is doing in Marvel Rivals, as well as what they doing in the latest update. Y'all excited about this shit? Let me see.
I'll fight to end the darkness that spawned me.
Which, you know, if somebody at YouTube ever sees this, you guys should advertise that. There's no reason why I should have found that info out from a TikTok comment, that you can import your Spotify playlist into YouTube for free. You guys should probably advertise that as part of YouTube Premium. But anyways.
Slice and dice.
Slice the dice. The fact they playing this music is cracking me up.
The hunt is on.
His sword animation is kind of weird. It's kind of like stiff. But these combos are crazy. That's disrespectful.
Judgment's coming. Still got an edge.
Ooh, big anti-air.
1,000 gods.
Is he absorbing Punisher's turret? Am I bugging? Or did he get iframes off his ult?
1,000 gods. There we go.
Ooh, that's a nasty ult. Does he get iframes off the ult? Or is it like his healing factor? He has life still? Ah, so it is. It's a healing factor. He was it's just really slow. Okay. That's pretty cool. Still ain't playing this shit, but that's pretty cool. I'll entertain it. I'll entertain it. Fucking, I watched this dev diary. Before we do though, I thought this shit was funny though. The community has become so bad in Marvel Rivals, they are now recording voice chats live. You niggas cannot act right. Y'all cannot stop being racist, homophobic, telling women to get back in the fucking kitchen. They are now recording your voices, so it'll be easier to get that ass banned, bruh. Y'all just could not get it together.
Marvel Rivals, a positive experience for all. We're upgrading our in-game environment. Starting July 24th, in addition to player reports and manual review, all in-game voice chat will now be automatically screened by the system.
If you didn't know, you better act right.
With human review. This means we will catch more toxic behavior.
He said we gonna get you.
Players using inappropriate language will be penalized. Making the
oh shit, you niggas better calm down before you tweak out, not twerk on the team. Well, if you want to twerk on the team, whatever, but tweak out on the fucking team, boy, because they are now, I think they already do it in Call of Duty, so I'm surprised they're just now implementing this shit, bro. Y'all better chill the fuck out. I've seen this, I'm not gonna lie, the community is the real reason I haven't come back to this game. Every time I consider coming back to this game, I get a clip on my For You page, whether it's Twitter or TikTok, of somebody just cussing somebody out over the stupidest fucking reason, bro. And then the healers don't want to heal the team. And I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to protect my mental health. I don't want to deal with this shit, bro. So if they get rid of that shit, because I can't stress enough, it has nothing to do with the game. I don't have a problem with the game. This is one of the rare cases where I don't want to play the game because I don't like the community. I'm cool with a little toxicity here and there. It is fun to get in there and shout. But every fucking game, god damn you fucking dweebs. Jeez, I don't even think 2K is that bad. They might be worse, bruh. All right, let's see what the full dev diary says.
Hello everyone, Guang Guang here. Great to see you all again so soon.
Nah, 2K just got bad mics. You're right, they don't even got a mic. New heroes, new maps, new team ups.
Season 3.0 further ignited the battle. The mighty Phoenix was ambushed, forcing most of the Phoenix force to seek refuge within a cosmic egg, awaiting its fiery rebirth. but as hero clashed with hero, the Phoenix egg cracked prematurely. Thus,
you ain't lying, but in my experience, it supports and DPS is bitching constantly. Oh no, you're not wrong. From my memory of playing the game in season 1 and season 0, the most toxic players are supports and DPSs, and there's a reason for that. If Marvel Rivals were siblings, the DPS is the big brother that can do no wrong. The healers are the little brother or little sister that thinks to know everything, the spoiled brat. And then I think tanks are like the middle child, which for those unaware, and I'm not saying this because I'm a middle child, but there have been plenty of studies shown that the middle child ends up usually being the most functional person in society out of the family, because usually the middle child is used to having to deal with both sides. So they're usually better negotiators. They're usually more level-headed and shit like that. So I feel like tanks are usually more chill because they're there to help everybody. But the DPS is looking out for themselves. The healer thinks they fucking know everything. Like, that's probably why I think. I'm the middle child as well. I main the tank. It's funny because I play tank too. Like, that's not to say there aren't any toxic tanks. I'm just giving like some psychology on why.
The King in Black has now risen to full power, wielding the All Black once more, and his Queen in Black still spreads her wings. Amid this chaos, Blade, forever walking the razor's edge between two worlds, will be the first to light a fire upon the abyss, bringing fresh power to the fight. In Season 3.5, the long-awaited day was
more duelists. Woo!
Blade is a true duelist. His unique bloodline gives him incredible strength, and his mastery of combat puts it to full use. Pressure force at mid to close range with his shotgun, and reduce their hit.
It's so crazy Blade didn't come out against Dracula. I'm saying, like, the way they set up the story, you would have thought, yeah.
Then unleash his ravenous ancestral sword, awaken the Dampier bloodline, and slice through every last enemy. And when the time is right, draw the legendary sword.
Do I like dreads on him? He has dreads? I thought he had cornrows. Am I bugging? Am I blind?
Dashing through foes and leaving a deadly trail in your wake. In that moment, Blade is the fiercest force on the battlefield. A true hero never looks back.
Yeah, that nigga ain't got no locks. What are you talking about?
This update brings a fresh round of changes.
Look fine to me. It don't bother me. What, you wanted him to have a high top? Like Steve Harvey?
And Atlas Bond from play. Loki is leaving the Ragnarok Rebirth team up. 2 brand new team ups are being added. Duality Dance and Vibrant Vitality.
Does that slow people when she hooks onto them? The Killmonger, hell no. And by the way, can I say I think we've officially left the era of the Killmonger haircut. That was a rough era. I feel like I'm not really seeing it as much, and I'm gonna be honest. Let's leave it in the past. No more Killmonger blacks, okay? Like, that was a dark era for black people.
I am Groot.
Also, some team ups are welcoming new members.
They're making them stronger.
Iron Fist joins Trading Assault.
I can be reckless now.
Star-Lord connects to the Loki network.
Teleportation time, yeah!
Keeping the game fresh. Iron Fist don't need it. I was about to ask how y'all feel about he getting a buff.
And Blade launches into Lunar Force.
Now that's power. The Dark Beasts.
Our new game mode, Resource Rumble, and its map, Throne of Now.
Resource Rumble.
August 22nd update. We will
rather go back to the no lineup Afro era than in the hairstyle. You said the Jackson 5 type shit.
The experience before rolling it out for competitive play. Stay tuned for a gameplay deep dive soon.
Shield the community. Is this talking about the voice chat?
Great teamwork starts with great communication. To keep Marvel Rivals a positive.
Yeah, he is. We went past that. We saw that.
For everyone, adding a custom, you will be filtered out.
CCP listening. Y'all better stop playing on that mic.
Will empower players to tailor their experience. We will also regularly review popular multi-worlds and consider adding
He said you keyboard warriors too. I didn't know that part. It's not just the mic. They looking at what you typing. Y'all better chill out. People sitting in the spawn typing up a whole book. Get in the fucking game.
to the official list. When our team is playing together, we regularly say, Positivity will win this game. No matter what happens, we keep encouraging each other and often win in the end. United we stand, divided we fall. I truly believe that if we work together, we will all have a great time in Marvel Rivals.
This nigga got it's so fucking funny. I mean, it's funny, but then it's not at the same time. This man gotta give a whole. This man talking like he y'all father and shit, bro. This nigga gotta give a whole pack. Like, can y'all act right on the fucking game, please? Please, like you shouldn't have to do that, dog. Shouldn't have to fucking do that.
We know how frustrating it is when a teammate leaves a competitive match. This creates an unfair situation.
He seemed like he annoyed too.
Players
I
has
didn't
a
get a
much
lot of
harder time
nerves.
winning. And if they stick it out,
Shout out to Cole with the $5 super chat. I went to see Fantastic Four. I want my money back. I'm telling you, bro. People either seem to really love that movie or be super disappointed. There's no in between on that shit,
until
bro.
the end, they still face losing competitive points.
I be snitching crazy on rivals. I was snitching too.
In season 3.5,
Steve liked it. Yeah, he said it in the group chat. If you like it, I ain't mad at it. I just said I don't like it.
from competitive play and bigger point deductions. For the remaining players,
Y'all better act right and rank.
we will
Bigger
now
point
offer some
deductions.
Point compensation at the end of the match. Plus, surrender votes will require just one less than the number of remaining teammates. If someone leaves due to unavoidable system issues, we'll review it and handle penalties fairly, and we're speeding up the appeals process for mistaken ban.
So snitching gonna become even better. They speeding up how your ass gonna get banned. This is what happens though when you get that free crowd. Real shit. I mean, look at the PS4 army, bro. You can't tell them nothing about their 13-year-old piece of hardware. They play on a TI 83 calculator. They play Fortnite at fucking 720p, 14 frames. You cannot tell them niggas about nothing, bro. I don't care about shaders. How are you feeling about the update? It seems cool. Did you play Tom Clancy's Division 1 and 2? Yeah, I played them. I beat both on stream. I found that game super fun. I feel like I enjoyed the Division more because I was playing with friends than the actual game. Because if I really enjoyed the game, I feel like I would have stayed on it longer. But I don't feel like I feel like it had potential, but I don't feel like the boss fights were engaging enough. And the Dark Zone was just a gimmick, but the boss fights were just bullet sponges. I think the best like modern looter shooter is Remnant 2. I think every developer should be taking notes from Remnant 2 because it's a looter shooter, but like the boss designs were very creative and they engaged your mind and your teamwork. The Division didn't really engage my mind. You know, it was just be a big ass nigga walking down the street and you just keep shooting him. Like, yeah. Said no Destiny. No, I think Remnant is better than Destiny. I actually think it shits on it. Destiny is full of bullet sponges and defend the computers and shit. Remnant was too boring for me. It was too clunky. You played the second one? Warframe's better than Destiny. I would agree with that too. You put me on a Remnant 2. That was low key my game of the year. It was my dark horse of the year. Not my game of the year, but it was a dark horse for me. I found this very interesting. I saw this on my For You page, so I thought I'd save it. Superhero news.
So according to a new report, a DC versus Marvel movie is in talks right now with James Gunn and those being involved with the film. Now, the president of Marvel
Take it with a grain of salt.
Feige and now the co-head of DC Studios, James Gunn, have both said before that this is possible and will most likely happen. James Gunn actually said they've talked about it 1 billion times. His word, 1 billion times. And now reportedly, both of the studios are actively talking about making this movie happen. And honestly, right now is kind of the perfect time. DC just introduced the multiverse and it's going to really dive into that with Peacemaker Season 2. And for the MCU, they're in the multiverse saga right now. So a DC versus Marvel Studios movie coming out probably after Secret Wars would make a lot of sense, but would you want to watch this?
I feel like if they did do a DC versus Marvel movie, it depends on what teams they highlight or characters. Because like the problem with DC is the scaling of their characters. I feel like the Trinity of DC could wash a lot of fucking Marvel alone. So if you include the entire Justice League, I don't know. Like the characters are just too fucking broken. And then what would the storyline be about? So I feel like in order for there to be a DC Marvel crossover, I would probably want to see more street level to mid-tier characters. Because like you start fucking around in the Superman, Green Lantern, Cyborg type level characters. I don't know. Yeah, like who's stopping Superman? And then you got Batman in the cut. Nigga just planning every goddamn thing. Like, I don't know. The street level is the new trend word. Yeah, like I think I'd rather see that. Everyone in DC is Superman strength type shit. Like, who's stopping the Flash in Marvel? You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was interesting, so I saved it. Blue Marvel can go toe to toe with Superman. You think they're gonna actually pull that character out though? That's the problem. I don't know if Marvel will pull that character out. And then if they did, they're not going to advertise it. I mean, look at that. Oh, shit. Don't believe anything that clown says. He's always lying. You talking about this creator? Well, I said take it with a grain of salt. Because he didn't actually state who his source was. He just said there's a rumor. I wish he would have showed the article. Doctor Strange can hurt Superman. Yeah. Just a rumor though. What's not a rumor is PlayStation niggas have once again
Been out? Oh shit, I did not mean to hit that shit.
Once again, PlayStation niggas have been outed for being frauds. You guys don't buy any games. Shout out to It's Just Me for tagging me in this post. I didn't mean to hit that button. I should. Breaking news.
Hold on, breaking news. PlayStation niggas have once again been exposed by the data. Do not buy their fucking games,
bro. We got the report on PlayStation niggas for quarter two 2025. These are the top 10 best-selling games on PlayStation platforms, meaning the PS5 and the 4. That includes at number 1, Forza Horizon, the Oblivion remaster, MLB The Show, Black Ops 6, Doom, Indiana Jones, another Xbox, Minecraft, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Grand Theft Auto, WWE. So, in 2 of the top 6 slots, well, no, 3. 3 of the top 6 slots are Xbox games: Forza, Oblivion, and Indiana Jones. Oh, and Doom, my dumbass. Oh my God, it's 4. Oh my God, it's 4. 4 of the top 6 games are fucking Xbox games on the goddamn PlayStation, bro. And you know the funny thing is, whenever I upload this data to YouTube, to Hokage Highlights, it's always niggas in the comments saying, man, this don't prove anything. All it proves is that Xbox niggas don't buy games. Guys, that does not prove Xbox players do not buy. Just because Xbox moved their games over to PlayStation does not mean that Xbox players are not buying their games, bro. What are you talking about? That's 2 different stats. I'm not saying it couldn't be true because I actually don't have the data on it. I'm not saying it can't be true. I am saying it's probably most likely not true because Microsoft, I have money in Microsoft, so I know their stocks are up because they just released their earning reports in the last month. In the last month, they're up almost 7%. In the last year, they're up 25%. Their stock has rose over $170 or $7 per share. Somebody's buying something, and I get it. Microsoft isn't just Xbox, but Xbox is a part of Microsoft. It's clearly generating enough money to where they're not going in the negative. It's not doing that much. Those layoffs were pure corporate greed. Understand, when they laid off those 9,000 people, it had nothing to do with Xbox sales or anything like that. That's just Xbox restructuring so they can maximize profits, aka paying less people. And then yeah, you're gonna see Gears of War in here when it comes out next month. Yeah, it's pure capitalism and fucking greed. Doom is unfair though. It was on PlayStation before it was acquired by Microsoft. Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fair. I'll give you that. We'll say Doom is a technical one, but the fact that these are the top games, and it's funny because somebody in the chat earlier said PlayStation no got no games, and I said PlayStation won the game of the year in 2024. Astrobot should still be on this list. It's not. This list exposed a lot. It does. And when Gears of War comes out, Gears of War will be probably number 1. If not, it'll be in the top 3. I predict it'll be in the top 3. Astrobot died when streamers stopped playing it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of people who think they're too cool to play like platformer games. And they assume something's bad because it's colorful, which is terrible because life is gray and dark. You should want to enjoy something colorful. But you know, more data on you frauds. Oh, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound reviews. People say there's nothing to play. Once again, we have another highlighted game, sitting at an 85 overall Metacritic average. Some 10s, some 9s, some 4.5, some 9s, some 8 out of 10s. If you're looking for a good 2D scroller, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is lit. I know a couple of people playing it. They say it's fire. Not personally my cup of tea, but once again, I like to highlight options. I don't just show the negative on the stream. I always show the positive. A lot of people tend to forget that or act like I don't. But I'm trying to put y'all on. I finished it today. What would you rate it? Here's another solid game that's out. Is this one on Game Pass? I don't know if it's on Game Pass or not. But I play on PS5, just started gaming and already have like 40 games in my library and 60 in my wish list. You saying motherfuckers is frauds, bruh. And it's on PS4. Nah, but it's 25. It's only 25. You got Ninja Gaiden on your Steam, you can get it for $20 flat. Ooh, $23 is a steal. You give it an 8.5 out of 10. So you're saying it's a really good game then. That's what's up. Me personally, I'd prefer a Strider game. Can we get a new Strider type shit? But you know, I feel like that's underrated. Shout out to the 800 we got in here. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Expedition 33 got an update, one that was much needed and should have been in the fucking game in the first place, but what I'd argue is probably going to be game of the year is getting even better. Developer Sandfall Interactive has published Expedition 33's update 1.4, adding key features like a battle retry option alongside a host of quality of life changes, visual improvements, and bug fixes. But the main big thing here is the battle retry. So basically when you die, you don't have to reload at the last checkpoint and do the walk of shame. You could just retry the battle right then and there, which is a clutch feature for really tough battles, because I promise you, you're going to be, I don't care how good you are at games, you will be at Simon for a while. Matter of fact, I was at Claire for a while as well. So a great game gets better. Update your game in case you know. Yeah, great addition. Friendly reminder, this game was made by a team of 33 people. Every stream is they be saying there's no games to play. No more important than saying this. How is this worth being stated every 20 minutes? I think the better question is, why does that upset you? Are you one of the people that says there's no games to play? Because I think the better question is, why would that upset you? Why does that deserve a conversation for you? I'm just gonna keep driving the point home, because people who are very loud and just wrong, they're the ones that tend to get a lot of attention, and I'm giving a lot of pushback on that. That's the point of why I'm doing it. But if that offended you, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit confused. You said hit dogs holler. You said ban it. I'm not gonna ban him. I am confused by that. W devs. Is that all I got? Oh, let's go into Subbox real quick. Let's go into Subbox real quick. Switch my account. Here we go. Watts is live. Shout out to Watts. Aglios 2. When did the first one come out? Virtual Fighter 5 remaster. Oh my god. Put the 6th game out. Halo Infinite, the official Falcon. Killing Floor official gameplay trailers. Yo, shout out to Nightmare with the $5 super chat. Yo, TBH just copped the new GPU just in time for the holiday game rush. You gotta get ready for Battlefield 6. Solo leveling Arise. That's the anime, right? If it don't apply, let it fly. Let it fly. EA Sports FC official career over Hell Galaxy. What's that? Should check out Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Yo, shout out to LaFedric with the $5 super chat. I gotta look into gameplay of that. Invincible's Twitter let everyone know the game has additional special inputs now. You talking about modern controls? Modern controls? Oh my lord, special inputs. War Robots, Darksiders, Fate Keeper. Oh, this must have been from the THQ joint. Gothic remake, Reanimal. What is that? Yo, shout out to Arno with the $10 super chat. He said the people you banned during the boss fight this week was killing me. People gotta get banned, bro. People gotta get banned. You know the dude I banned because he said it was cool to beat women, and then he sent me all those crazy messages. He unsent all the messages and like blocked me. He disappeared. I think after he came out of his emotional state and had a clear mind, he might have realized that he kind of wilded out and he looked crazy. But he unsent the messages because they don't exist anymore. But it doesn't matter because we got the screenshots, nigga. Fucking dog here, man. Recognition. Let's see. Police. Is that everything? Brand new day. Spider-Man official suit teaser. Madden 26 launch trailer. Let's go. This Battlefield 6. We seen that. Tie in Quest 2 early access, but it's only 50 hours. What is that? We got the screenshot. We got the VODs. We got the emotional damage. He probably woke up like, bro, what was wrong? What was wrong? What did I do that for? Starfinder Afterlight. All right, let's go. Who's ready for a Super Nintendo game? Go to go to therapy. I know you watching. Yeah, I'm not playing this. I'm good off this, man. Yeah, I literally just covered the Rivals content. Literally just, yeah, we back in the 90s. I'm good off this. It doesn't look bad, but I just don't want to play this. Killing Floor 3. Is anybody excited about this game? Little co-op shooter with friends for people who are looking for a co-op game. I'm gonna keep it real. I heard it's ass. I saw an article that said it launched with some issues, unfortunately. One and two were dope, but so far this one's ass. So for the people who played it and said that it's a disappointment, why do you feel like it's a disappointment in comparison to the first two games? Because I've only played Killing Floor 2 briefly, and I understood why people liked it, but I was like, it's one of those games, it's not for me. So like for the people who are familiar, why is 3 a disappointment to you? It's generic. They took away a lot of elements that made it hard. Say it ain't so. They got lazy. Interesting. They left out a lot of features that made it fun. They got lazy. Unoptimized, super lacking in content. They got a battle pass. Ew. Man, battle passes have done irreparable damage to the gaming community, man. They've turned every game into a fucking job. Solo leveling Arise. What? I think this is a mobile game, right? Gameplay. Yeah, this shit, like, let's see, that's what we're not gonna do.
The knot in my heart.
We're good off that. Mobile slop. Hell Galaxy official early access trailer.
Just focus on my voice and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I gotta clock in for my dailies, guys. Niggas love that Fortnite battle pass. I don't even think it's the battle pass at this point that keeps people on Fortnite. I think it's 2 things that keep people on Fortnite. Well, 3. The first thing and the strongest one I think that keeps people on Fortnite, there's an emotional attachment to it. You got to keep in mind there's a lot of kids who grew up playing Fortnite during their prime like kids year. And like a lot of people they built strong like social connections with people. So there's the social aspect of it, you know? We used to go outside and play basketball and now niggas play Fortnite. So like it's a thing, it's a way to bond with people, 1. 2, I think the events keep people coming back. You know, niggas want to go to the fucking Travis Scott concert and the Martin Luther King exhibit, which was that's just fucking funny to me, dude. Oh shit, the events keep people coming back. And 3, I think the skins. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but niggas like playing Barbie in Fortnite. Y'all like dressing up as Sabrina Carpenter. Don't tell me otherwise. Niggas, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, like, I did notice every time they be adding shit like that, niggas get hella excited, or more than the chicks. Niggas love playing as Sabrina Carpenter, so I don't want to hear it. Oh, tonight's edition of Fortnite, we're gonna do Sabrina Carpenter versus fucking Dr. Doom and Goku, and doing goofy ass dances and shit. So that's why I think that's why I think it still has some level of popularity. So wait, what? Every time I say the Martin Luther, King, the fucking event, niggas never believe me. There was a Martin Luther King event in fucking that shit in fucking Fortnite. Y'all, oh my god, bro. And the funny part is, it wasn't bad. It taught the kids more about Martin Luther King than the goddamn school, bro. You think I'm playing? Look at this shit, bro. They was playing his "I Have a Dream" speech and shit. Let me put my camera on there.
Someone donates a super chat.
They was playing the "I Have a Dream" speech on that bitch. Niggas went to the fucking the Abraham Lincoln Memorial. They marched on that bitch. They had like different little little exhibits and shit like that where you can go and learn about the fucking civil rights movement and shit like that. It was a real thing in the fucking game, bro. This actually happened, bro. Some of y'all was kids. Look, niggas was protesting. You gotta fight for your rights. What was it called? The event was called March Through Time. Oh, this is the trailer. Let's watch the trailer. Oh shit.
It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation.
Real talk.
Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside.
See, a nigga like me, I would have did some shit that probably would have got me fired. I would have snuck some shit in there. Instead of playing this on the screen, I would have did the same shit. You put a big screen in the game for everybody to stand and watch and march to, and I would have played this shit instead.
Who taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
Now that would have been day one of the event. Day two would have been this. This would have been day two.
That's all right, because we said even before this happened, and we're going to say it after this, and after I'm locked.
All right, so after that, and I would have made sure at the end of day two, people understood what the United States government did to him, because they did assassinate him, which, by the way, I'm not suicidal. Day three, I would have probably did him. I would have did this. Wait, nah. Y'all probably don't know. Y'all probably don't know this one. He said that's facts. I probably would have did a little bit of this, man. A little bit of this. We could take it a lot of different ways.
Lashed out against the hated in Math 1, Carmichael spent...
Yo, this isn't the actual speech, but I would have did Stokely Carmichael. You said we ain't going. I thought that was the actual speech. Underrated. He pulling out the tapes.
Now, the second battle that we're now fighting is whether or not we will have the right to use the terms to decide how our movement is going to go. They don't want us to use black power. I got news for them.
You said Stokely Carmichael was that guy? Yeah, I've thought about it. If I had a son, I might name him Stokely. Just because I love Stokely Carmichael, but tight shit. That's what I would have put in Fortnite, but niggas not really trying to hear that. What else I want to do? No sex before marriage, though. Other stuff, because this is a gaming stream. This is a game. TV, stop fucking playing that shit, bro. I'm a PS4 nigga. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Exact same argument today, too. Exact same argument. What is Fate Keeper? After millennia, these visuals are interesting. COINTELPRO, can't forget. Speaking of COINTELPRO, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent. There was a clip I uploaded like a month ago to my TikTok and my Instagram Reels, and it kind of went viral on Instagram Reels because somebody was asking me in the stream about how I watched Snowfall, and I said I wasn't interested because I'm tired of seeing slave movies and dope boy movies and stuff like that. And like half the comments agreed with me, but then there were also a half of the comments that were saying that I sound like a coon, which is unfortunate because I'm like one of the most pro-black people you'll probably ever meet. I think it's one of the reasons why I'm probably not going to get along with a lot of content creators, because a lot of your favorite content creators are black, but they're not pro-black. They're capitalists. But anyways, that's the conversation for another day. Anyways, I was like, that's interesting. I think it doesn't make me mad because I think I can understand, and it didn't make me mad because the way it came across, it may have came across as self-hating, but to like further elaborate on that, because I feel like I've said it on this stream, the reason I'm not interested in Snowfall is because Snowfall actually happened. So to me, that shit is not entertaining. Like this, like I don't think people understand the psychological trick that's been played on our community, which is not, I'm not suicidal, by the way. The United States, this is not what I feel. This is not what I think. Did you ever watch The Wire? I did. It was okay. It was okay. That's another reason I'm tired of the shows. I've seen The Wire, you know? I've seen shows like that. But anyways, Snowfall actually happened. These are in unclassified documents. It was all in the newspaper back in the 90s. Fucking the United States government flooded the black neighborhood with crack cocaine, destroyed our families because we used to be super strong, right? They said that they didn't do it. They fucking gaslit us. Then it was revealed they did do it. We never got any type of reparations. Our community is still struggling from it till this day. And what do we get? We get a TV show that dramatizes it and makes it look sexy. Now, granted, I know at the end of the show, the main character becomes an alcoholic, right? But it still doesn't change the fact that it kind of glorified it to some degree. And in my head, I'm like, we should be angry about this shit. This shit is not entertainment to me. Like, that actually happened and it's fucked up to me. And the reward is we get a TV show dramatizing the shit. I'm like, that's why I'm like, can we do something else? Can we do something else? Same reason I can't get behind Dope Boy stuff or shows at the prison for the entertainment factor. Yeah, fuck Reagan, bro. But also making money off that stuff. And like in my head, I guess I'm like, can we as a community, can we wake up, guys? This actually, it's not funny, bro. It's not fucking funny to me. It's not entertaining. Just because I've seen people strung out on these fucking drugs and it's not cool to me, bro. I don't know. Just my food for thought for that. Facts, my mom lost her mom to the crack epidemic. It's real. Like, no, real shit. I remember this woman I used to work with. I'm from DC, for those unaware. And I used to be a preschool teacher, and I used to work with a building full of women. And I'm not gonna lie, this is like when I was in my early 20s. There was this chick I used to work with. She was bad, boy. I think I was 19, 20 at the time. Let me chill out before I get myself in trouble. But I was 20. I was ready to risk it. She was double my age. She was 40. And I remember talking to her. We used to, she used to be flirtatious with me. And I remember asking her, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you bad. I was like, why are you single? I was genuinely curious. I think this is the only time I ever said this in my life. I was like, what's going on with you? I thought the conversation was gonna go one way. It went a completely different way, bro. She said, the reason I struggle to find a man is because of Rayful Edmond. Now, if you don't know who Rayful Edmond is, Rayful Edmond was the Freeway Ricky of DC. He was the biggest coke dealer in Washington, D.C. And I'm like, what you mean? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I grew up during that era where Rayful Edmond ran the streets in D.C. And fucking, she's like, crack cocaine fucked up the neighborhood. And she's like, a lot of the men that were my age, they died. I was like, damn. I was like, that conversation went completely, just an example, like I'm really where I say I'm where I'm from. I was like, damn. I was like, that's deep. I was like, I'm sorry to hear that. She's like, I'm not saying I can't find a man, but she's like, I grew up with, and like a lot of the men that I grew up with, they fucking died because of crack. So she's like, I don't fuck with that shit. So just to give you more perspective of why I said I don't really fuck with shows like Snowfall, like to me, I want to see us prosper. That's why. Like, not everything needs to be fucking entertainment to me. Like, I don't get it, man. I'm on a whole fucking tangent, bro. He said, yeah, that shit went dark, but it was real. I was like, no, I respect that. But if you're into the Coke Boy stories and you want to learn from somebody else besides Freeway, because everybody knows Freeway Ricky, but and I feel like a lot of people know the big dudes from New York, especially because of Paid in Full. If you want to know about DC's biggest Coke dealer, look up Rayful Edmond on YouTube. You'll probably find some documentaries. That nigga snitched too. But his story was pretty interesting. He was pulling in just as much money as Freeway Ricky, basically. I think they said he was making like $200 million a year off of dope. All the drug dealers snitched, maybe Big Meech type shit. Yo, these visuals are not bad. My cousins worked for him and got locked up too. Yeah, matter of fact, because I'm about to give y'all some DC lore. If you seen Paid in Full, who's seen Paid in Full? If you don't know the history of like DC shit, I'm gonna give you some insight on Rayful Edmond. If you remember in Paid in Full, at the end of the movie, what's the name? Cameron's character, Alpo. You remember at the end when he said, I'm not giving up nobody from Harlem, I'm going to DC? Okay. Alpo went and worked for Rayful Edmond in DC. That's what he was referencing in the movie. So then what happened is Alpo went to DC. He wasn't really fucking with like Rayful and all them. He linked up with another dude. I forgot his name. And they ended up catching like hundreds of bodies. He came down and fucked up the city. The term murder capital actually comes from DC, for those unaware, because it was the capital of the United States. And it had the highest homicide rate at that time in the 80s and like the 90s and shit. Like the DC that's like, if you live in DC now, Wayne Perry is his name. Yes. The DC that is existing like right now is not the same one that I grew up in when I was a kid. Cause like, even though it was on the tail end, it was the early 2000s, but DC was rough in the early 2000s still too. So like from like the 80s to like the early 2000s, that was completely different to that gentrified shit. But yeah, for those, if you want a connection and you want to learn it's hella gentrified now. You want to learn the Rayful Edmond story, it's actually connected to Alpo from Paid in Full. There's some shit for you. There's some DC lore for you. You're welcome. But yeah, the dude's name was Wayne Perry that Alpo worked with. They fucked up the city. That's why the Wizards had to change their name. For those unaware, the Wizards used to be known as the Bullets, the Washington Bullets, but niggas was catching bullets and they changed it to the fucking Wizards, bro. Oh shit. Oh. Skirt. I'm giving y'all some lore. Luckily, you grew up in a nice neighborhood, so you don't have to worry about it. I always learn something from TBH. That's why I also argue that doing crime this looks like fucking Skyrim. Yo, nigga, you just sneezed on my leg, bro. Come on. That's why I also argue that all that drug shit is not worth it, because I just told you some DC lore that you probably would have never known unless you met a nigga who's from there and is in tune with the culture. Like, nigga, I just told you he made $200 million, and a lot of y'all didn't even know that. Like, it shows you how irrelevant a lot of that shit is. It's just not worth doing crime, bro. The visuals is clean on this game, though. Early 2000s DC had rules. Don't go to Anacostia or Conqueror's Heights past 8 p.m. unless you want to die. Type shit. Look at Big Meech now as a whole meme. A whole meme now. Like, it just doesn't, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna lie, this game is not my cup of tea, but it doesn't look bad for people who are into these type of games. Any Skyrim fans in the chat? What's this doing for y'all? Could Aki survive the streets of old DC? Actually, he could. Aki's from San Bernardino, California. If anybody's from Cali, you know. San Bernardino is meth town. Believe it or not, he's a sweetheart, but he is a little street nigga, bro. You said, oh, he gonna be straight. You would not believe that. Gotta see more, but I'm intrigued. It's called Fate Keeper. This is from the THQ Nordic event. You say he was moving weight. He might have been. He might have been. This little nigga also seen shit too. It was him, his sister, and his brother roaming the streets. That's what they said when they found him. They said the sister got hit by the car and passed away on RIP. But my man had already seen shit before he had turned 1, and he was in meth town, bro. So he a little street dog. Don't be. He live a good life now, but he come from the bottom too. So San Bernardino is a SoCal version of Fresno, which is crazy to me because San Bernardino's like, ain't it like 2 hours away from LA or some shit like this? This nigga was outside. Like, how did they find you? Shout out to Watts for the raid. Shout out to Watts for the raid. You hungry? Fat butt. Wreckfest 2. Shout out to Watts for the big raid. Where's his brother? He went to another family. I thought about taking his brother because I didn't want to split them up, but I'm not gonna lie, 1 border collie is a lot. 2, I was like, I couldn't do it. And then like, I didn't know if I had enough space. I couldn't take him, but he was handsome too. He's somewhere in LA. Yeah, it'd have been one on my left and one on my right just hitting me the all goddamn day. I was thinking this was gonna be like Burnout. This is some redneck shit. Yo, shout out to PJ with the super chat. He said it took about 45 minutes, but all 18,000 songs and 33 playlists from Spotify are transferred over. Might need to use it just in case SoundCloud is next. Good. Oh, you talking about the YouTube premium shit? That's not bad. That's not bad. I might have to do that then. I don't even think I have that many songs. Yeah, I'm going to look into transferring to YouTube Music. I'm not going to lie, because I'm trying to save some money, bro. The Boop Duo, right. I'm good off this too. The graphics are cool, but like this isn't like, I was thinking it's like Burnout. Wreckfest 2, and then we got Wreck Nation. Oh wait, this looked like Burnout. Hold up. They got a bootleg Travis Scott in this bitch. That don't look bad. That looked pretty fun. That didn't look bad. Wreck Nation. That might be like a little $20 Steam game type shit. If we get a spiritual successor to Burnout, it's getting my money day one. Tight shit, tight shit. It's made by the old Burnout devs? Really? Just came back from a tennis match. You win? And then a Spider-Man New Day official suit teaser. They spoiling the whole fucking movie. Why did y'all upload that?
Donald Trump's.